Should you rent a motorcycle when you come to Thailand? In this video, I'm going to go over some things that you should know before coming to Thailand and making a motorcycle your primary means of transportation. So first of all, the most important thing is experience. If you are inexperienced or have no experience at all on a motorcycle, you have no reason to even be considering renting a motorcycle in Thailand. You shouldn't be spending your time in Thailand learning how to ride a motorcycle. So if you are inexperienced, I highly suggest that you find another means of transportation. If you are an experienced rider, then this is not going to be an issue at all. You should be fine, but I would still suggest that you look into local Thai laws and try to familiarize with some of these because they are going to likely be a little different than where you're coming from. If you do have the opportunity to improve your skills on a motorcycle back home before coming to Thailand, I would definitely suggest this, especially if you have the opportunity to practice riding in a major metropolitan area. If you practice riding in a major metropolitan area, it is going to help you improve your riding skills in a more densely populated area, and also you could practice maneuvering in tighter areas and so on. I think this is very essential if you plan on riding in, say, Bangkok or places like Pattaya. Like I had mentioned a second ago, that there is laws for you to keep in mind before you come here. Try to drive within the means of these laws to avoid getting any traffic violations and fines. One important thing to keep in mind is that Thailand does require all riders that are of foreign descent to have an international driving permit, as well as a motorcycle endorsement from wherever it is that you originally reside. Failure to obtain the proper permit and the motorcycle endorsement is going to result in traffic violations and fines anywhere from 500 baht up to 2,000 baht. You are going to notice while you're in Thailand regular motorcycle checkpoints where they are checking for people wearing helmets and having the proper licensing and ticketing people if they do not have these things. Which does bring me on to the next subject, is a helmet. It is a law in Thailand that if you're operating a motorcycle, you're required to wear a helmet. And you will see a large percentage of people that do not do so. But yes, it is a law, and if you are not wearing a helmet, it is going to target you when you come across these motorcycle checkpoints to flag you down no matter what. Now, when you come to Thailand and you want to rent a motorcycle or scooter, a lot of these businesses are going to ask you to keep your passport as a collateral. I highly advise that you do not do this. If there's any way for them to take a picture of your passport and potentially take a cash deposit, that would be your best option. It is actually law in Thailand as well that you carry a passport on you at all times. That is one of the things that they're going to ask you for if you get stopped at a motorcycle checkpoint, is for your passport, so they can check to ensure that you haven't overstayed your visa. If you rent a motorcycle in Thailand, one thing that you should do before you leave is do a video around the motorcycle, and if you can possibly timestamp the video so you have this as proof that you documented any prior damage before you left, to cover yourself when you come back and ensure that you get your damage deposit back. Failure to do so could potentially end with them trying to blame you for prior damage and keep your damage deposit. Now, Thailand offers a wide range of motorcycle types and sizes, and it's going to be up to you to determine what is the best option for you, depending on your price point and your driving habits. Another thing that's very important if you want to ride a motorcycle in Thailand is that you have travel insurance that covers motorcycle and automotive accidents if you are driving. Believe it or not, but there is actually policies out there, travel insurance policies, that will not cover you in the case of a motorcycle accident. It is important to ensure that you are getting the right policy for you to ensure that your medical bills are going to be covered in the case of an accident in Thailand. A lot of these travel insurance policies, even if they have coverage for accidents, are not going to cover you if you're riding illegally. So it is very important that you get your international driving permit and a motorcycle endorsement alongside that policy to ensure that you are covered. Before you leave with your motorcycle as well, just do like a thorough look over. Make sure the tires look good, make sure the brakes look good, make sure the brakes work even, you know, make sure the blinkers work, make sure the headlights work. Make sure that you address any issues before you leave so you are not held financially responsible for them when you bring the bike back. So before coming to Thailand, make sure you sit down, put together a game plan to make sure that you can address all of these things before you come here and rent a motorcycle in Thailand. If you are unable to get ready in time for your trip to rent a motorcycle, there is many other means of transportation here in Thailand, so it is not a problem. I highly advise that you do not rush into this for your own safety and for those around you. If you want any recommendations on where to rent a motorcycle or a scooter here in Thailand, leave a comment in the comment section below. I can definitely refer you to some places that give you the best deals and the newest, nicest bikes, and I can also help steer you away from some of the worst. But besides that, I hope you have a good time in Thailand. I wish you all the best of luck in your travels, and remember to hit that like button, subscribe, more content to come on a daily basis. So I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. See ya.